Oh, hi again. Thanks so much for showing up for your math learning on this snow day. I do like to post walkthroughs for the Delta Math so that, because sometimes there's like weird problem types or something, but I want you to get the most value out of the practice, so I give you a tour. So let's go. I am a student in the class, so I'm going to go ahead and do some of these things. Here, when we're looking at distributing a negative, one thing that I'm going to want to have available to do this effectively is some blank paper. So I'm going to get out some blank pages. I can draw on that. And indeed, I can even make it small so that I can see the questions too. Okay, so let's go. So here we go. I want to write an equivalent expression by distributing the minus sign outside the parentheses. So what this is asking you to do is to, first of all, I would just copy this out. So minus 3.7s minus 8t minus 7.1. Okay, and then what we're going to do, move my tablet so that I can write on it a little easier. All right, is use the equal sign. This minus is actually minus that plus minus that. So our equivalent expression would be 3.7s positive plus 8t also positive minus 7.1. So that's not so bad. 0.7s s plus 8.1, oh no, just 8t minus 7.1. And don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back when you do these correctly. Okay, adding and subtracting binomials. Okay, so here I want to find an expression which represents this when it's subtracted from that in simplest terms. So I'm going to go ahead and get some paper, copy that out. If I have 4x plus 9y, and then I subtract 3x plus 6y, we'll see it's kind of the same problem. I have 4x minus 3x, so that's going to give me 1x, and 9y minus positive 6y, so that will give me 3y. So I have x plus 3y. That's how that one do. So we might have other expressions where we simplify things with distribution. So here the 2 multiplies in, so that would be like minus 2n minus 2 minus 4n. That's just rewriting what I have there. But then, of course, this is a like term with this. So minus 2n minus another 4n is minus 6n. There, submit that. Yay! So if you don't need paper, don't use paper. Okay, multiplying binomials. If I have a question like this, where I have, where I have been asked to multiply x plus y, x plus 7, sorry, multiplied by 3x plus 1. Okay, I want to be able to do this very fluently without too much fuss. I remember I use FOIL, so I do x times 3x, that's equals 3x squared, 2 copies of x multiplying. X times 1 is x. 7 times 3x is 21x. And 7 times 1 is 7. Then I collect these like terms to get 3x squared plus 22x plus 7. 3x shift 6 to go up squared. Push over so I can write along there. Plus 22x plus 7. So shift 6 is what you use to get up there to write your square. Submit. Yay. Distribute. They say distribute. Make sure you use the FOIL rule or something like that. Same thing applies when we're squaring simple binomials like this. So here we were asked to square x plus 4 squared. So I copy out the question. X plus 4 squared is the same thing as x plus 4 times x plus 4. And then we do that, that's x squared plus 8x plus 16. Why 8x, you ask? There's 4x, there's another 4x, so we get 8x. And here's a little tip. You can also do these really easily if you know this identity. X plus a squared is x plus a times x plus a Okay, and then we do this, that's x squared. We do this, that's ax. We do this, that's another ax, and then this is a squared. So we always have x squared plus 2ax plus a squared. And you can use that to go straight to this if you're really sharp. X squared plus 8x plus 16. Good. So do a few of those because that's important. 2 squaring bigger binomials. So this one we just apply our exponent laws. I mean, this one is going to be 9x to the 4 minus 6x squared y to the 4. Oops. See how I wrote that in the wrong place? I have to go down. Y to the 4 plus, go down again, y to the 8. Okay, this wants to get very fluent. You want to be able to do this very easily. Okay, now let's do some two-step equations. One way to do these is copy them out. So I'm going to do it this way. Move this over here, there, and then move my paper. I don't like this short paper, it's weird. Over here. Okay, let's go now. So if I've got 26 minus 5z equals negative 49, I'm a little annoyed because I got negatives all over the place. So first thing that I would do is move that 5z to where it's positive. That's what I would do. You can do it a different way. You can move all your numbers over in one step. Then we get this line here, 26 equals negative 49 plus 5z. I still don't have z isolated, so I'm going to add 49 to both sides. I'm allowed to do the same thing to both sides of the equation, so I do that. That gives me 75 equals 5z. Only one thing left to do here, divide both sides by 5. Gives me 15. Okay, so then we go back over here. We say it's also already has z equals, right? So z equals is what it wants, 15. Great. I like that so much I'm going to do another one without paper. So you can also do these without paper like this. $39 but negative. No. No. Really? Where's my error? 69. Oh, I add. Oh, that's gross. It's 10. See, it's fun. It's fun to make errors and then find them. So this is the next one, 3-step linear equations. These ones we want to get all the x's to the same side. So I would add 5x to both sides, and then I would add 35 to both sides to get x is 7 here, but I'll show you how you do that. So again, here, boop, 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 move it over so I can see it. Okay, so we copy it out. Minus 5x minus 7 equals minus x minus 35. For my money, these are fun bus stop puzzles. You can do these and have fun. Plus 5x to both sides. Gets all your x's to the same side. That's the first step. So we have 4x there. Still minus 35. We'll solve that in a second. And this is minus 7. Okay. I didn't make the same mistake twice in a row. I added to remove that 35. Negative 7 plus 35 is 28, is equal to 4x. And then I go ahead and divide both sides by 4 to get 7 equals x. And that's that. Let's do another. We want to do 3 here, so let's do another few. This one is 3. Let's do another. 8. So you can get fast at these and do them in your head, but do them on paper until you're fast, like me. And you want to see my level and get annoyed and be like, hey, I would like to have that level. I'm annoyed you have it and I don't. So I'm going to build it. I'm going to build it with hard work. And the hard work looks like this. Copy out the problem. X, just move this over a bit. X minus 5x plus 3. Don't forget the brackets. They make a difference. Minus 3 equals minus x plus 2. There's a lot of tidying that needs to be done here. First, we're going to distribute this negative. So that's x minus 2 as that distributes in. All the skills working here. Distribute this negative as well. So we have x minus 5x minus 3 minus 3. Tidy again. This is minus 4x minus 6 equals x minus 2. No, weird. Do I have an error? No. Add 4x to both sides. Gives me 5x. And then add 2 to both sides. See, I add 4x to both sides. And add 2 to both sides gives me minus 4. Then when I divide, this is why I was like, hey, do I have an error? I don't think I do. I divide by 5 and I get minus 4/5. That's my answer. And your answer can be a non-integer. It's just rare that Delta Math gives you a question like that. So I'm just going to check again. I see that I don't have any errors in that line that I can notice. Yeah. No, looks good. And then I collected my like terms correctly. Move things around the equation in the correct manner. Yeah, it's just minus 4/5. So I can give this as a decimal or as minus 4/5. I would give it as 0.8, but negative. Correct. Okay, cool. Let's do another one here of this one. See if I can do this level in my head. 6. It's just more common that Delta Math will give you an integer as your answer. All right, so a lot of people had questions about these, so I want to make sure that you had more practice with these. These ones, there's a few ways to do them, but by far students' favorite way, and my preference too, is to eliminate the fractions. And we do that by multiplying both sides by something. So let's just copy it out first. 2x plus 3 over 2 plus x plus 7 over 10 is equal to x plus 2. Let's put both sides of the equation in brackets, because when we use this multiply both sides thing, we have to multiply the whole side of each equation. That's why the brackets are useful here. I notice that the lowest common multiple of 2 and 10 is 10. So that's the smallest number that's in both times tables, so I'm going to multiply both sides by that. The reason I do that is when I distribute this in, it's going to look like this. Okay, I'm going to get 10 and 10 here. I'll do this in different colors so that you can see very clearly what's happening. 10 times 2x plus 3 over 2 plus 10 times x plus 7 over 10 is equal to, distribute this in, 10x plus 20. Next, we get to get out our cancel pen, the most fun pen in math. This 10 cancels that 10. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So, that's cool. Now we're going to distribute this in. Okay? So 5 times 2x is 10x plus 15 is equal to, this is just one copy of x plus 7, so I don't know why I have an equal there. Okay, plus x plus 7 equals 10x plus 20. And then, notice we could subtract 10x from both sides, and it's gone. And then we got 15 plus 7, so that we're going to subtract 22 from this side and subtract 22 from that side, because 7 plus 15 is 22. And then we get x is equal to minus 2. That's the answer.
Miss Major, please call the main office. Miss Major, please call the main office.
Let's see if I can do one in my head. This is fun for me. That was not that bad. Just multiply both sides by 6. So let's try that. 18. 16. Minus 30. Minus 27. 32. Weird. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, it is. 4.5. Okay. All right. Sorry. This is I solved it and then I was like, it can't possibly be that, and then I lost the answer. 27 is 32. 32 over 20. So 8 on 5. No. Well, that's disconcerting. I subtract there. It's just 2. I made an error there. Yeah, it's just 2. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's keep going. All right, now this is the most challenging one. We've got fractions to distribute. It's really like a big tangled mess, and I wanted you to do one of these for a little challenge. So this one is just, I'll show you one. This one is just a test of your fraction operations and how tidy you can do your work. So if I have minus x equals minus x plus 1/2 multiplied by minus 4x minus 1/5 and the bracket minus 3/2, we're just going to do it. Okay, we're going to tidy it up as much as possible. We can add x to both sides though. Nothing wrong with that. Let's just add x here and add x there. They're gone. Okay, now this is just a quick tidy that we can do with an inverse operation. 0 equals, this is gone, so I just have this to distribute in. 1/2 of minus 4x is minus 2x. And 1/2 of minus 1/5 is, well, let's do it. 1/2 multiplied by negative 1/5 is equal to negative 1, because we multiply top times top over bottom times bottom. Minus 3 on 2. But I might as well start preparing my common denominator there, which I can get by multiplying that top and bottom by 5. So then I get this new line. Let's also, while we're at it, add 2x to both sides so that we get our x away from our numbers. 2x is equal to minus 10, minus a tenth, sorry, minus 15 on 10. So 2x is equal to minus 16 on 10. And then we divide both sides by 2. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1/2, don't you agree? Of course you do. You know this, so let's multiply that by 1/2. And then we see that we get this nice cancellation. All right, and we had another cancellation there available as well. Negative 8 on 10 is the same thing as x is equal to minus 8 on 10, which is a really gnarly way of saying 4 on 5, but negative. So that's how this one do. You just have to be able to do that with fractions by practicing. Okay, so try these, and know that if you can do all of these problems, you've got a really solid base coming into this course, and that your review is solid. Okay, any other questions? Hit me up by email. Otherwise, thanks very much for your attention. Bye for now, everybody. Oh, and the secret word, the secret phrase. You email me the secret phrase, and I know that your learning skills and work habits are really good. The secret phrase is, the snowman vomits carrot soup.